Hello, everybody. Welcome to my cake kitchen. Yeah, I know the perspective today has changed a little bit. We're just trying to see what filming in this perspective looks like, especially for YouTube. So we are on landscape instead of portrait. And if you can hear me, hello, let me just adjust the volume a little bit. Okay, let me just adjust the volume a little bit and raise this up. Glad don't ruin this. Okay, let's raise this a little bit so I don't feel like I'm squashed in the middle over there. Now let's move this out a bit and let's raise the volume. Okay, right. I think at this point, if this perspective will work, I think I'm going to have to get a microphone, but we're going to make this work at least for today. Okay, so if you're just joining me, hello there, welcome to my cake kitchen. Over here I make simple, informative tutorials to help you navigate baking and decorating easily. And today we are making lemon sponge, like a lemon cake. The lemon curd we were supposed to be making that I got distracted by 2 days ago, it's here. We did it. Okay, people, we did it. I filmed it, I edited it. Oh, your girl is back. Okay, you will have that video out on the weekend, but let's enjoy our time here whilst I'm still here. Okay, for those of you who were here 2 days ago about the update, I went for the bloods. They were able to draw the blood. It was great. I don't have the results yet, but you know what? The small changes I've made to my own lifestyle, like eating well, drinking, as in keeping hydrated, moving my body, and just making an effort has seen result. Because I can tell you, this week I have moved and I have done things that I thought I couldn't do more recently. Like in recent times, you would find me just slouched on the sofa over there with brain fog and just feeling a little bit, I don't think I was feeling depressed or anything, but it's just knowing that time was flying and I could do more and I'm just stuck. But this week, look, this week I managed to show up on a live, film a video, edit. It's literally edited. I just need to put a thumbnail and everything. And this morning, you see all of this? This morning, I've already filmed a video. Look, your girl is doing it. So if you're just in here, say hello to us. Let's see you in the chat. And great to have you. And thank you for stopping by. The lemon cake we are doing, we are going to start with preheating our oven at 160 degrees C whilst we get on to other things. The ingredients that we have are your regular lemon stuff. Okay, let me just move this out of the way and turn the light a bit towards us over here. Okay. I can't see the live chat. Is anyone in the chat? I can't see. Oh, Dawn, yeah. The perspective has changed. You don't have me boxed up. You can see at least the length of the kitchen a little bit. I think I like it this way, but I think I should get myself a microphone. I think that would help. What do you think? How are you all, people? How are you, Dawn? Good to have you back. We're making a lemon cake. I only have an hour and 10 minutes, people. So let's make it work. Let's make the lemon cake, put it in the oven, and then we can cut. You know, our car and cake, the cakes we made that have gone stale, I would chuck them. Okay, I will put them in the bin, but I also want to kind of guesstimate how much servings we have, because those cakes are expensive and you have to be able to price them based on the servings as well so that it's accurate. So I just want to cut it as part of just knowing the servings, but I also know that the cake is rotten. So let's not ruin it. Let's just move on to what we're doing first. First of all, we have lemon sugar, okay? The quantity here doesn't strike me as it's enough. Okay, let's have a look. Let's go and be sure that we have 425 grams. It's so strange that I am actually on this perspective with you, because with the portrait, I almost feel like I had to stand in one little space, because if I moved, I was out of the shot because it was that small. But with this perspective, it's like it's wider. So I feel like it's like me in the kitchen when I'm filming by myself, the long form videos. Steph is back. Steph, it's been a little while. How are you? And yes, you missed the last live and I know you were bumped about it, but it's good to have you back. Right, we have lemons, call it lemon sugar. It's, oh, okay. It's exact. Okay, I didn't, sometimes you look at something and the quantity just looks a bit off. What am I looking for? I'm looking for, yep, I'm looking for this. There's already lemon zest in there, but you can't go wrong with a bit more lemon zest, okay? So I'm just adding a bit more of the zest. The oils in the lemon zest here should mix with the sugar, and it should give you a very nice, deep, intense lemon flavor without you having to increase the quantity of lemon juice in it, because the lemon juice does play a different role as well as the lemon zest. And these are unwaxed lemons. This morning what I did was I zested the lemons, and then I mixed the zest with the sugar and then wrapped it tight, just so that it will sit and marinate, if you like. And it does yield a very intense, deep flavored cake. I don't have any flavorings in this cake. My only flavoring is going to be the zests, and of course the lemon, which is the primary ingredient for the cake. I should also say I have already filmed this in long form, because I'm baking 4 layers of 2-inch cakes that are going to be stacked for a serving of 30. And because I made the lemon curd as a video, I thought I could also do a follow-up so that you can have the curd and the cake itself both as like 2 things that you can utilize, because I know I'm a bit inconsistent. My intention is always right. I always want to give you the value, but the effort is sometimes lacking, and I hope you can hear my heart. I can see you all in the chat, good people. Right, so we have mixed that into the zest. I'm not going to waste time. I'm going to whisk through the ingredients very quickly, just so that you have some idea what you're looking at, and then we'll just move on to making the cakes. So we have about 435 grams of caster sugar here, into which I have added lemon zest. The zest is neither here nor there. I zested about 4 to 6 lemons total. The more you can get in, the better for you, but it's neither here nor there. But the recommendation here is about 4 to 6 lemon zest of 4 to 6 lemons. That should do. Get unwaxed lemons, wash them, press them out a little bit so that you can get the oils and the juice activated, and then zest them into the sugar. Mix it together. If you mix it, you probably should be using it as soon as possible. Otherwise, wrap it up and leave it to marinate. If you leave it out, the scent will kind of evaporate and it will settle, you know. So I wanted to get an intense flavor, so I mixed it, left it on the side all morning, and I've had a really busy day. Like I said, I was filming, I was doing different sorts of stuff, and it's time to kind of make it work. Now we have, following the sugar, we have, this is baking spread. Now I am only using the baking spread because I've done it time and again, but the long form video actually was me trying to use butter and oil. In the past I've used butter, and butter in lemon cake does a great job, because baking spread is formulated to yield you a very light textured crumb because of the formulation and ingredients in it. It is formulated for the purpose of you having a light textured cake. But of course, technique, process, and understanding how your ingredients work together is really key to getting you your best result. So I'll tell you, because butter settles at room temperature, it kind of works in the lemon in a way that gives you a steadier crumb, but it's not very obvious. Stick with me, I'll explain in a moment when I come to it. Whereas when I've used just baking spread, I have had a rather lighter crumb, but it is sometimes a little bit crumbly, if you like, too light. And the reason is lemon is not just for a primary ingredient for flavor and taste in the cake. Lemon plays an active role as an acid that interferes with gluten. So when you mix your butter and the lemon is incorporated into your batter, what it does is it interferes with the formation of gluten and causes it to break, which means that the gluten doesn't form so tightly and yields you the tight, chewy texture that you will have in bread, but more so in cake because we have oils here. So what lemon does here is it helps. Lemon cake, if you get it right, will always be very light textured compared to your regular cake without lemon, as in your regular sponge without lemon. The problem though is that if you don't get the technique right and you overbeat your fat and sugar and you cause air pockets to form too much, that will expand, and then you have lemon in there, you will end up with a texture that is a little bit, I don't know how to put it, but it is crumbly. And if you end up freezing the cake or keeping it in a fridge, it will come out a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't seem to find the word, but I know what it is like. It doesn't look doughy, but the cake will just look crumbly. Okay? That's because I tried it before, and God, I'll tell you a story of a time when the customer cake kind of like literally, they literally text me and was like, the cake melted, and I completely understood what they meant, except when I did the testing for the recipe, I hadn't anticipated. I knew that there was something off about the lemon sponge. What I hadn't anticipated, that freezing the lemon to kind of enhance the moisture in it was going to be my downfall. So I say that to say not all lemon cakes are the same. So look at your ingredients and be very cautious about how much lemon you use. And also look at the recipe and follow the details that are prescribed for the process as well. For me though, as a cake maker, I love a good lemon cake. Lemon pound cake, I love that because it's heavy and the crumb is kind of like tight and doughy. But when I think about a lemon cake, I want a light textured lemon, but I fall short of an intense lemon drizzle cake. I don't like the tartness and the heavy tanginess of a lemon cake. I want to have a balance of sweet and sour and tangy, just sitting right so it's smooth. That's my ideal lemon cake. So the amount here I have is about 90 grams of lemon, 90 mils of lemon, fresh lemon juice, which sits just perfectly. And combined with the amount of sugar we have here, you'll have a good balance of the sweetness coming in, which is not too overwhelming, because if you've been here, you know I don't do overwhelming sweetness. Like, I just like balance. Am I odd? Let me hear what you have to say in the... Oh, did I miss something in the chat? Let's see. Okay. So everyone is here. Okay. Oh, you couldn't bring your chat up a minute. Yeah, I couldn't see my chat for a minute. I think the perspective kind of has a delay to it a little bit. So I'll keep an eye. I hope interaction and conversation, you can hear me. I think if we're going to go for this perspective, I might as well just get a microphone so that the sound is better for you. But welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Whilst we're at it, this perspective competes with long form videos. So if you're here, I would really appreciate your interaction, which is like the video and give us a thumbs up. I was testing something, so on the back end my hype is off, but I'll go and put it back up. And so when we are here, please do us a favor join the community. We are very interactive. Look, your girl promised and I stuck to the promise, so I deserve something back. Now I've given you a bit of a lecture on the fat and lemon. Here we have 4 eggs, people. Normally over here I will weigh my eggs and give you the accurate amount that is required. Trust that I would, okay? But this, for this recipe, 4 eggs, a standard large egg weighs anything between, what is it, 59 and 65 grams with the shell. But if you break it up, you're looking at about 51 to 55 grams, if you like. So for 4 eggs, we are about 210 to 225 grams. That should be fine. The 25, I mean, if you stack to a medium weight of about 50 grams per large egg deshelled, this should be about 200 grams, but no 2 eggs are the same. So an accurate gauge of the amount of eggs here without the shell is about 210 and 225. That should be fine, especially for the quantity of ingredients we have. Now we have milk, just regular milk, to bring moisture, to enhance the moisture in the cake, and that's about just 100 mils. So 100 mils with 90 mils of lemon juice, that is all we have. And by pouring the acid, which is the lemon, into the milk, we have sort of created our own homemade buttermilk, sort of. Some recipes will call for the inclusion of buttermilk and lemon juice, which will lift the tanginess and bring out the tart. I've told you I don't do that because I just want a moderately smooth tasting, balanced mouthfeel rather than a really tart and tangy lemon cake. So that's my intention over here. And next we have our self-raising flour. Over here, if you've been here long enough, you know I use self-raising flour because I don't want to faff around with rising agents any more than I shouldn't. And into that we have some salt, 7 to 10 grams for the quantity. This is about 450 grams of self-raising flour. Now, if you are already in the chat, any of you people watching, if you fancy, please do me a favor and put the ingredient listing. I'm going to repeat it slowly just so that you can put it in the chat, so that when people watch on playback, they will be able to know what the ingredients are like. But when I come to optimizing the description box, I will make an effort to put the details there too. So we're starting with baking spread, butter, stock, fat of choice. We have 325 grams, soft to touch. I have kind of put it in the microwave, but it's been sitting out for a little while. And then we have 435 grams of caster sugar with the zest of 4 to 6 large lemons that have been mixed in, left to sit a little bit to marinate, and that's what we've got. We've got eggs, 4 large eggs, deshelled, weighing 210 to 225 grams. That's the total amount of eggs we need. We have 90 mils of lemon juice, freshly squeezed lemon juice. That should be about a full 3.5 to 4 fully juiced lemons for you, 90 grams here. And then into that we have 100 mils of milk, which is full fat blue top milk, which is this one over here. And then we have self-raising flour with some salt in there. I think Lollipop says I get recommended recommendation for channels. You know what, YouTube has gone to the dogs lately. Look, your girl has not wanted to come and have a rant, but part of why I've also, like, generally I've just like tried to look after myself and take care of myself, but part of the demotivating factor, I'll be honest, is because YouTube has gone to the dogs a little bit lately. You know what, it's not something one can complain a lot on, because YouTube is a business and it is changing and it's adapting, and YouTube's interest is you, not me. YouTube doesn't care about me, because if I stop creating content, there will be another person to replace me and the watchers will be out there watching, right? So YouTube does care really about you. just as much as you are on the platform. But if you've noticed, YouTube has changed a lot. And the suggestions for recommendations of channels for you that you didn't subscribe is YouTube intuitively looking at your watcher habits and your experience and determining based on the information it has collected about you. And believe me, YouTube is Google, okay? It has enough information about you to kind of believe it can make suggestions to things for you. And if you watch them, great. If you don't, they'll move on to suggesting something else. And trust me, one of those 10 things they will recommend, you will be over there watching 2 of those when you really didn't even think you needed it, because YouTube has optimized itself as very cutting edge, trying to give you the content that you need. The issue though is that as a creator, if YouTube takes that road and begins to recommend things for you to watch and say, I am a stranger in your feed, you've never seen me before, and it suggests me to you and you don't watch me, right? What happens is YouTube has a system where it will determine that, oh, after I put Gladys in front of X amount of people, they didn't watch her, so perhaps people don't enjoy the experience of watching Gladys, so I get cut off and somebody replaces me. Now that's not your problem, okay? That's entirely not your problem at all. YouTube wants to keep you on the platform, serve you the content that you should enjoy, so that the more you are there for long, the more advert comes across and the more money YouTube gets on the other side from the advertisers who are paying to have your attention. So this is an attention economy. So a lot has changed with YouTube lately, and I have no doubt that there will come a time where the free recommendation that is you are having will have to be paid for by creators, which is you'll have to boost the content to be seen. And I'm not with that, to be honest. So the future of YouTube is about loyalty or value, loyalty to value and exceptional value provision. An exceptional value provision is, if I'm here to teach you how to make cakes, I better dig in and make sure I become that person that you can come and get the content that fits your exact interests. Because otherwise there will not be room for just haphazard, let's just click and have fun and chill out, and there might be some content that some other people enjoy. So YouTube is changing. YouTube is changing. And this whole idea, look, let's not go down that road. Maybe one of these days, as I'm trying to enjoy my experience on YouTube still, because as a creator, I'm not just a creator on the platform. I enjoy the platform as a watcher. There are platforms, there are people, content creators that I watch that has nothing to do with food. I watch podcasts. Everything that I do in my life has some sort of learning connection to YouTube. So I don't think I will ever get fed up completely. Even if YouTube changed, I will never get fed up, or at least for now I know I won't get fed up. And I enjoy the process of creating for just creating sake. But it can be very demotivating when the changes are implemented. Because I'll tell you, before we go back to baking, I will tell you this. YouTube was channeling, pushing. At the time I deactivated my first membership, Tabitha and Lollipop, you guys will know. When I deactivated, YouTube was literally trying to pay me some money to kind of like put the adverts, to put the membership in front of you. And it's not a moral thing, okay, that I wasn't with that plan. I really wasn't. YouTube was trying to pay me because on the back end, they select creators for courses and programs when they are trying to launch new initiatives. And I was one of those people around those times that they nominated, and I did the course and everything. But part of it is, if you launch the membership and you drive it so hard, your first X amount of people who get into the membership, remember, membership is how you pay for it, but the split between myself and YouTube, they get a cut. So it's a business for YouTube where they wanted to incentivize people like me to put membership in front of you, so that they can get what they need out of it. And it wasn't a moral thing. When I say I wasn't with it, don't look at me and think, oh, she's Miss Goody Two Shoes. It wasn't. I just looked at it from a value point of view and realized that there was no point driving memberships for you when I couldn't commit to the value proposition that you are paying for. Because it's all nice and great that I show up here when I can, when I have time, and I fall off the wagon and you guys go off to your lives and you still support me. It's all fun and games. You bring your attention, I bring the value and entertainment and cake, and we jig it out, and it's great, right? But when you start putting money in my pocket from which YouTube is getting a cut, the expectation rises. It's not like I'll sit here and just take your money. It means that the commitment I make to provide you content on the membership has to be consistent. And I just realized that I couldn't commit to that. I just have commitment issues and I don't mind how much you're paying me. I'm like, I'm not with it. So I deactivated the membership until I felt like I could decide for myself how I wanted the membership to run. And even though I have just relaunched it, I've made it clear that it's not for everybody. It's for class-based content and a deeper dive into the boring subjects that YouTube may not want to put in front of other people, because I am not like, I don't have a team of people. If I had a team of people who wrote my scripts, who did my editing, I'll be out here 3-4 days a week with 3 videos a week, cutting edge pacing. No, I am a teacher by style. So my efforts are very slow burn and easy going. So you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you move on. So I am naturally not the creator that YouTube will be putting in front of people for optimizing the attention span that you haven't even got. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's where we are. So for those of you who are struggling with YouTube, the notifications don't go out anymore. The hype button sort of suggests more viewer satisfaction, more than it used to be. It is crazy out here. And on top of that, I've said it before, I haven't had a month where I have made up to, let's say, 25 pounds on YouTube a month. Maybe that's because I'm lacking in my own imagination of how to kind of monetize the channel, but it's neither here nor there. My point is, I do this because I love what I do, and I'm building a certain skill that will be longer than just the money you get out of it. But YouTube at the immediate time for small creators isn't just about money anymore, because the money earned it. Okay, that's all. Lollipop, are we there yet? I think I must have missed a lot of that chat over there. Are we there yet? Is the baby on the way? Because I've told you, if the baby is on the way, the baby shower cake is on me. And come rain or shine, I'll have to drag myself out kicking and screaming to make that cake. And then we'll have to deliver it. I'll have to get Tabitha down here in the UK to come and deliver that cake, because I ain't coming to see Funk. Okay? Well, not yet. You must be working hard. Let's get to baking, people. Let's get to baking. Did I say we only had an hour and 10 minutes, and half an hour is gone already? Okay? Tabitha said, oh boy, what have I started? Well, you've started a whole conversation about people working hard. No, let's not go down there. Let's not go down there, because last time we were talking about hard work. We could have a whole conversation about working hard, right? Okay. I'm working hard over here, okay? Right. So into the mixer goes in Oh, it's getting hot in here. Don't stop, people. Don't stop. Last time we did that. Last time we did that, the video was nearly demonetized. Well, I ended up clipping out that part where we were having fun and singing that song, because the licensing on those songs are such that you can't even get a little bit out of it just for the sake of they will come for you. Let me get the sugar and fat in here, and we're going to cream this. We're doing maybe 4 to 6 minutes, so let's start and see. Meanwhile, the oven is preheating at 160 degrees C. Answer Dawn, because I can't even read it out loud without blushing. I'm black, so you won't see me blushing, but we do, like I'm shy. God. Now I don't know whether it's the subject that's funny. Let's scrape the sides in. What am I missing in the chat? Well, if you're still in the chat, here is your polite reminder that if you want to join in on the fun we are having, consider subscribing, liking the video, share the video with any baker who enjoys baking. And yeah, the 4 eggs I'm going to break. It's only me, Albert. It's only me. Hiya! How are you? You enjoy school? Cool, friend. Yeah, give me a five. Oh, you were so kind. Don't worry, I'll wash my hands. Oh, he is so sweet. Go on there, go wash your hands and I'll see you later. He doesn't want to kiss his dirty hands. Okay, see you later. People, I just want to get my daily fix of Albert. Did you hear me? Okay, it's me and Albert. Because I've changed the kitchen, there is a lace curtain, so I can see him, he cannot see me. So let's see if I was right about the eggs. I've got a shell in here. I was right! I was right! I said the 4 eggs will weigh anything between 210 and 225. We have exactly 221. I was right! When you've done this long enough, you can almost tell. So I'm putting some egg yolk, 1 in there, and 2, and then the rest we are going to beat. Now, when you put the yolks in, it enhances emulsification and makes sure everything keeps together without the batter splitting, because you want everything to be homogeneous. Also, when you're adding the eggs, you want to add it slowly, because the egg has what? Liquid in it, which is water based, and then you have the fat. So you want to make sure that adding it a little bit at a time ensures that the batter mixes together without feeling overwhelmed and then splitting. That's the intention around like the get the eggs in slowly sort of stuff. Whilst you're at it, how are you enjoying this perspective? Do you like this perspective, or shall we go back to vertical perspective? Let me know. I think I like this better because I feel like I can see you better, even though I can't see you, but I hope you know what I mean. Like, I almost feel like it's the same setup that I have for filming long form. So this is great. We have the butter coming together. Tapeta, creature of habit, she prefers, is this horizontal? Yeah, this is horizontal, so you prefer the vertical. Because vertical, I look bigger and it's kind of cropped as well. It's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. I prefer this way, because at least I feel like you can see everything that's happening. I mean, if I had the squished up kitchen from before, I don't think I'd be able to do a horizontal. Right, now we are going to be adding our flour, but the mixer has a fold function. So I'm going to start by adding the flour slowly to the side. And then we are going to have the hey. This is me. Hey, how are we doing? We're great. This is you. Do we know you? Hello, friend. Thanks for stopping by in the stream. Great to have you. How are you? We have everything kind of gone in now. I'm allowing the mix to go for a little bit. And whilst we're at it, just wipe my work surface. Okay, enough now. No, this is lemon. This is me. This is a lemon cake we are making. Right, for those of you who don't like creators using their hands, I literally went on the neighboring place in TikTok, and they were dragging a cake maker that they assumed hadn't washed her hands because she edited that part out. Because clearly you think, if we have to take you through every bit of the choice we make around the food, we'll have 3 hours long video that you will not even watch, right? So the purpose of editing is to make the storytelling straight to the point and easy, giving you what is important. But people sometimes forget that there is editing. And in editing, I get to show you what is part of the story and cut out what is not. And so they were dragging this woman because in the story she was telling, which is a visual story, because remember, videos are visual storytelling elements that are put together. So in the story she was telling, it was simply her delivering a cake. That's all. There's not much to it. She made this amazing cake. She's going to deliver the cake. And obviously in the video, she is driving, then she gets to the destination, she lifts the cake, and the next time she's seen setting up the cake, except she's not wearing gloves. And the comment section is absolutely vile. I'm like, are these human beings who have a brain and can think for themselves? It's crazy. But that's why we have the lives, so that we can fill in the parts that leaves you in wonder. If you ever wondered, come on the live and you will see us over here, okay? This is Mrs. Don't say I'm back. Someone tell me to stop. I'm packing and decluttering, but just got the next Paddy and Fig. That nice. You know what? I can't pretend I know I have used Paddy and Fig, but for all the adverts and the comments and the reviews, Dawn, can you pack me as part of the suitcase, because I know I will be smelling nice in there. So please stop, okay? That stuff is not cheap too. So since you want someone to tell you to stop, don't stop already, will you? But for the good smell, oh, darling, go on with what you're doing, okay? Nobody would know. Whew. I think for each pan, we have about 800 grams per pan, if you like. But I'm eyeballing it. It's fine. We will be good. And then I need me that's the batter in here. Okay, your girl is gonna have this go in to bake at 160 degrees C. This goes in for 45 minutes, and have some water at the base to kind of cool things over and not give me overly crusty browned sides to the cake. Right, I left this here because I want to taste the batter. That is smooth. Your belly won't thank you if you have more than what I just had. But we had the lemon zest, the oil, it leaves like an aftertaste on your tongue. It's nice butter. That's one way to know how butter will fare for you. But whilst we're at it, let's get our cake. I told you the cake is rotten. I want to cut it and chuck it. I've been wanting to do this offline because the cake is literally falling apart. I've been wanting to do this offline, but I thought because we did it together, let's come and cut it together and make it work, okay? So we know that this part, anyway, this part, was this part cake? I can't even remember. Look, it's gone solid. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's just rotten cake. But much of this, the cake is just underneath a little bit. So let's see. See, it's solid. Okay, remember, I'm only doing this just so that I can sort of guesstimate the servings of this one. Okay, now let's try. This is really meaty. Okay. Oh yeah, that's rotten cake, but hey, let's cut through it. This, if we went for the 1-to-1, those are sizable portions. Okay, that's interesting. So that's about 12 to 15 portions. Okay, we have 6 over there. Oh God, somebody will be happy to see the back of this cake. Okay, so ideally it's a 12 to 15 portions for a cake that is no less than 300 pounds. That's a lot, right? But you're paying for the skill and artistry rather than the cake itself. So that's our rotten cake gone now. I'm happy to have my work table back. There you go, rotten cake, but 12 to 15 portions. Whatever happened to the chicken? I thought we cut the chicken here. Did we? The chicken was cut a while. I think the chicken was cut though over here. I can't remember now. You don't know why the rotten cake looks good. It's just because when you cure your meat for too long, it gets rotten, and yet it tastes better, right? Not that I'm saying go and taste this cake. It's rotten, okay? It's rotten. But if you check back in the community post later, I will put the post of the cake and obviously the cupcake with the serving so that you can see for yourself. Now let's get the cupcake. The cupcake was literally falling apart too, but I'm happy to finally let it go. Okay. Is it the chassis? Whatever. There was something here, it fell off and the wheels were coming off, and I remember my son coming to the kitchen and saying, "Mama, your cake is falling apart." And I'm like, yeah, because it's rotten and it needs to be rid of. But I am a hoarder for my cakes. Okay, so yeah, don't look at the rotten cake. Just think about the artist. Okay, so if we were to cut into this, let's see. Okay, that's rotten too. Okay, let's see, we have 3 here. And also remember, for these cakes, you are not like cutting it into giving people big chunks, because it's more like it's representing the sentiment. You'll be more inclined to just give everybody a little bite so that they know that this is cake. That's all. The tire, let's go. I almost estimate this is about 18 to 20 portions, but we'll see. Remember, these sizes they are not as small as I would imagine. They are not small, because if you had like a nice dessert that is sized like this, I mean, with other desserts, I mean, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? But we have 6 over there. Okay. The scrap cake. Okay. That is 10 already. Okay. That is 10 servings. Rotten cake flying everywhere. Okay. Okay, there you go. That's 10 already. We have 13 here. This will give us 16. Okay. $19, and the pieces are getting chunkier. You could cut them smaller. 19. We have 22 servings. So if you went smaller, say if this was a cake, this will be about 20 to 24 party servings, which means it's chunkier. But if you went for the wedding style servings, because there's a professional guide to the serving of cake, which is an inch in thickness or 2 inches, and this goes a little close to the 2 inches. So you can have 20 to 24, which is a larger serving, or you can have almost double that amount, which is a smaller bite-sized serving. That's so you have the coffee and the wedding cake serving. So there you have it. There you have it. A 12 to 15 serving for the meat, and then a serving of 20 to 24. But then again, my hyper realistic cake or sculpted cakes start as a minimum serving of 20. because you want to maintain an element of the realism of the object. You could sometimes you couldn't kind of scale it to a small tiny thing, so it starts from a serving of 20, and at this point that 20, the serving of 20 starts at nearly 250 pounds for a sculpted cake. And I've said it time and again, at that price point you are not paying me for just the ingredients, you're paying me for the skill and ability and creativity I'm bringing to the cake for you. That's it. Tabitha, have a wonderful day, my love. We will see you on the next one. Perhaps if it goes well, I'll be back here tomorrow anyway. It's almost 4. It's almost 4 p.m. I might be back tomorrow. I don't want to promise it, but it will be lovely to be back tomorrow. What are we all doing? What are we all doing? Our cake is baking. It is going to be baking for half an hour. I said half an hour, 45 minutes. And we've obviously cut our cakes up. I need to clear this. The reason why these are a mess and I can't clear it is because I want to take some photos of the cake finally cut, which has left my... Yeah, tomorrow is Friday, but you know what? Friday is still cake day. We have lots of cakes to make because, look, I have... I can't move it. I need to move these first. I have cakes to make, so I will have to make a decision on which one I will want to bring to you on a live. Ooh, egg cheese ketchup burrito. Oh God, this looks yum. Right, our cake is baking. What I'll do is I need to go clear up, and then we'll be back. I think give it maybe up to about a quarter to 5, and I'll be back when the cake is done so we can see it, right? But in the meantime, let me say goodbye to you, and I will see you worst case in about 45 minutes time. I'll see you shortly because we need to clear up, reset the kitchen, and then come back shortly. So I'll see you again. Mwah.